A key feature of this service is the launches section. It's an automated posting system. Once we've added the token, we can go and launch campaigns. How does this work? We fill in the date. We fill in the time if a delayed launch is needed. If we want to launch right away, we don't need to fill in the time. The preparation status changes at the very end. We set it to ready, then we save. The launch button will appear, the start field will show the time when we hit launch campaign, and the end field will show it when the campaign starts. Next, we proceed to select the token which we have added. All of the relevant data will then be pulled from that token. First, we need to select the appropriate cabinet. It shows only the active accounts where we can genuinely upload funds. Then active funnels are selected. We make our selection. The currency is automatically set from the account. Next, we choose a pixel from those available in this specific account. Additionally, all this information is retrieved from the token. We select the group where we want to upload it. If you don't select one, the campaign will simply remain in the campaign section without a group. Next, we select the budget type, ABO, CBO for the ad set or for the campaign itself. We select the ad set, set the budget, and choose a scheme. The scheme means a campaign, an ad set, and an ad. For example, let's set up one campaign, 3 ad sets with 3 ads each. There are 3 strategies here. When choosing MaxConv, we skip CPR. If we select any other of the 2 strategies, then we enter the CPR value here.
Geo information is entered here, separated by a comma or a tab.
The flags are automatically checked and set right from the start. This feature is extremely convenient. Next, we proceed to define the gender. You can select men, women, or all. For age, for example, you could specify a range like 21 to 45. Then we have the advantage audience settings and placements. You're able to choose individual placements manually, or you can opt for automatic selection.
This is advantage. Everything's like on Facebook.
Operating systems, Android, iOS, or all. We upload creatives in the creatives section. If creatives are already uploaded, we select them from the list. If not, click Save, go to the Creatives section, either create a new folder or add to an existing one, then return. You can choose your creatives by simply ticking the boxes, then you select one, then a second, and then confirm. If you know the creative's name and it's already in the folder, you can just paste it into the name using Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, and it will be applied. To avoid filling in below, you can simply drag it down. This creative will be automatically inserted. For example, select these 2 here, then drag them down. Use these 2. If you've added 2 creatives and your scheme is 1-3-3, they'll be used in rotation. The first ad gets the first creative, the second ad gets the second, the third ad gets the first creative, and so on in a cycle. Following this, you select the checkbox for uniqueness and prolongation. Uniquification means that before a video is uploaded, it will first undergo a process of uniquification. This involves applying specific filters like brightness, contrast, sepia, and graininess. Consequently, in each of our campaigns, even if the videos are repeated, they will always appear as unique. When we check the extension box, it's an additional layer of uniqueness, you could say. What that means is, in the creative character section, we have a separate extension pool area located at the very bottom. I've already talked about this topic in a video specifically dedicated to creatives, so I won't be spending a lot of time elaborating on it right now. Essentially, what gets added here are various kinds of white videos, that's it. And so by simply pressing the prolongation button just before you upload your video, additional video clips from the prolongation pool are automatically added to extend its overall duration to a predetermined length. The text content is considered primary, and the title is referred to as the headline. No need for comments, the description is clear. CTA is a drop-down menu presenting options such as play game or install now. You won't be spending an excessive amount of time focusing on this particular aspect here. A display URL, much like what you see on Facebook, is the visible link that appears instead of your actual primary link, and as for the domain, that is quite simply your own specific domain name. Here we simply input the domain without any subdomains, while over here, for your convenience, our full domain with subdomains is automatically generated. You can take the time to set it all up just once, and then everything can be easily inserted and modified. If, however, someone prefers not to utilize this particular feature, they can simply disable it, save their settings, and then manually input their own link right here, complete with their correct subdomains. Next in line, we have the sub. This is simply a convenient designation that we use for ourselves. Here, it's generated from the campaign number, the campaign ID within the Cabinet service platform, and the buyer's name. The buyer's name, or more precisely the buyer's nickname as it's called, is defined in their profile. If it's not needed, you can simply turn it off and then save. This is not a mandatory field. The tracker project is also an optional field. Here you can insert any technical data from your tracker as notes, so you don't forget important details. The campaign name can also be included. It will be generated automatically from various different parameters. You can configure it so that you have roughly similar campaign names everywhere. It includes the campaign number, the buyer's username who launched it, the strategy, the geolocation, and so on. You can take the time to configure everything here, setting up your own specific parameters, like using dots or dashes, so you won't have to input them manually every single time. Campaign names will then be automatically generated for you. You can disable it if you don't want to bother and fill it out the old way. Usually there's campaign 1, campaign 2, this also carries over, there's campaign 2, right? FBID is also a free field. Here you can insert various IDs, campaign IDs, add IDs. These are notes for yourself, essentially notes. Once we have filled in all of this information, we can simply take a row and then copy and paste it using Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, just like you would in any regular spreadsheet. We filled this out for your convenience, especially if you have campaigns that are quite similar for launching. And then we just change the accounts, for example, right here. This really speeds up the entire pouring process, so we're quickly swapping out these little molds. Alright, we've made the necessary changes. Now I need to upload this to our very own group. I really want to upload all of this into one single group. I'm keeping the same pixel and I'm extending it. You see, everything's filled in, it's all set up. Let's say I want to change the creative, for instance, to fill 3 of them. So I'm taking this one, this goes here, and this goes here, and this goes here. And now everything is completely filled. That's it. We're going to change the preparation status right here to ready there, and then we'll click the save button one more time. We can see everything now. The launch button has become active. We will click launch and then confirm. A queue has now begun in the launched section. Once the status changes to completed, right here in the campaigns section, you will be able to view and track all your campaigns, specifically within the group that we had previously designated for the upload.